another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Nigga work with a dog collar. How the fuck I'm supposed to raise from the ghetto if the pay little? Every man that I know got a plan. Every man that I know work for the man. Speak for me and breathe there you breathe. So I know I got something to achieve. In the mind of a state, give a fuck on what it take. I'm a millionaire, billionaire. See you when I get there. For now, let's grind in the ghetto state of mind. Put the pedal to the floor, I got a steep hill to climb. That money on my mind, gamble everything of mine. Rather be broke than to live with a yoke. Nowadays, people slave for a little bit of hope. Guess I better ball hard, spit a bar, sell dope. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. What it take for a real nigga get a break? Made a contribution, fuck retribution. Laid a foundation, still motherfucker hate. Rather see a nigga broken, see him elevate. Know if you made it through, now contemplate what I'm here for. Appearance of the Jim Crow, probably just mockery, jokes and hypocrisy. Take a stand and the folks on top of me. Call a guard, come fast with security. They pounce hard and wanna press charge. Made a little progress and I'm still under stress, saw a little bit of change. But the attitude the same, like I'm back in the hood with a Glock and I'm good. Sabotage myself, I don't need no help. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake. Another day, another dollar in this motherfucker. Make you scream, wanna holler in this motherfucker. Give me dap right on the backside, in the limelight. This my time, right? Should I see through it? Put heat to it. Let the time pass, never speak to it. Who would I be? To stay silent is calamity. So I came to speak. Got a million man strong with a right to bear arms. All it take is a song. Play the shit in its own. Super grip on my phone. Got the video and drone. Catch a glimpse of the ruckus is the movement and push. Nigga tired of being pushed. Now police in the streets with the riot getting heat. Rubber bullets in the shield just to make us know the feel. One shot, one kill. Nigga dead in the street cause the bullet was for real. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Cause I'm black with a hat and a nice car. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. What it take for my hands to drop? Why to stop? What we here for? You know the answer. Whoa, wait, you're making a mistake.
So,
Zay, boy, you went too crazy.
hey, okay now. My favorite color green, shoulda went that bastard. After get drunk, gotta go to marriage. Started getting money, now them bitches staring. All them different colors, they wonder what I'm wearing. Now a nigga styling, somewhere on the island. Cousin backing out 10K, why you wildin'? He say he want problems, I say I want violence. He ain't no better, he ain't had no guidance. Somebody better tell little boy something. He ain't got it on him while that little boy frontin'. Boy, with them boys on your block, Andre drumming. I ain't from the 860, but I'm dumbin'. Fuck ready with, I ain't fucking with it. Red whip, young thug, count digits. I ain't gotta talk about it cause you know I did it. Why a nigga always wanna know how you livin'? Rubber pom pom, pop a pom pom. Chopper hit your body, now you're done. She say I'm the one, hotter than the sun. All you need is sons, always need a fun. Running with the team, but it's a one-on-one. Yeah, they hate us cause we up now. Hey, for that bitch, just some uptown. New wrist, need a bust down. Need a fuck, she in love, that's what's up now. She said why we always beefing Freddie Jason. I'm looking at these niggas and me, we are not adjacent. Got a blunt for the truth, but I gotta face it. Even if I'm in love, that I won't chase it. No, stuck to the money while they stuck to the base.
Let's go.
You winning, so just over entertainment. I'm still 10 toes, nothing to play with. Same game, if ain't
What's
broke,
going
don't
on?
break it.
Bam! What is going on? January 2nd, first show of the year. How is everybody doing today? Let's check the chat. I see out there. Shout out you, Joe. I see you right there. A couple of shotgun shots for you. Okay. Chelsea's Way. Shotgun. Joshua Drake. We definitely gonna go there, man. We definitely gonna go there. Rest in peace. We will talk about it. John Madden. Sound working. Appreciate that, Joe. Magnus. What's up? What's up, Magnus? Let's go to Yo, Magnus. I got something special for you. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this one. I'm sorry, Magnus. I'm sorry. Hey, you only get one shot. That's the one you got, Magnus. My bad. I got you next time. All right. Tits Pro, the pro of tits. What's going on with you? Nice to see you here. As you see, get well. Joshua, he says, feel like flu times 10. Damn. Now that's on point. Joshua Drake, hope you feel better, man. I know how that is. Feeling under the weather. COVID going around. You never know. Okay. We hope you feel good. Shout out Joshua Drake. Now, a couple things. Of course, you see behind me what we're going to get into. So much that I got to talk about. We're going to run through this. I want to also take calls. And I want to hear what you guys got to say. If you guys are around, call, do what you do. I'll put it in the chat. We'll go like that. So first, I do want to let everyone know. And I want to fix the sound here. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Okay. There we go. And what you drinking tonight? Magnus, that's a great question. You know what? Magnus, the drink's gone. We're too late. The drink's already gone, Magnus. The drink's gone. It's out of there. Okay. And yes, Theraflu. Yo, Joshua Drake. Drink that Theraflu, man. That Theraflu will knock that shit out. I'm telling you. You're going to take some of that Theraflu, man. It's going to knock that shit out. THC, that always get a lot of stuff. All right. My man. I got everybody coming through. Yo, let me get to this, okay? First, I want to let everyone know my aunt has passed, guys. Kathleen Cole, my aunt has passed, unfortunately, 1:55 a.m. So that's terrible news for the family, guys. So trying to get, back in town to do the show and speaking with family, trying to reach out, check everything, and if I'm I could imagine how someone like, my cousin is feeling. Also, losing his brother, my other cousin, it's just terrible shit. Okay, all around. So my condolences, man. And I'm not going to dig too much in deep. I already talking with family. That's personal. But just to go ahead and send my condolences out there to, my cousin, especially because I'm losing my aunt, but him losing his mother, I could imagine. So just let everybody know, if you got family out there, man, please go spend time with your family. Take the time to see your loved ones, man. Go ahead and call them, speak with them. You never know. Might be the last time you might see them. So please just do that. MoFam, do that for me. Okay. And I appreciate that. Yo, thank everybody for the shouts out, the love, and everything like that. Okay. I appreciate it. Okay. So now with that, okay, because we can talk about my family, but this ain't about me. Okay. This is the show. This is what we do for everyone else. Okay. We'll get to me later. We got all types of stuff we can do for that. All right. I want to go ahead and jump right into it. Guys, this was just as sad, man, for the gaming world. The gaming world was hurt hearing about the loss of legendary John Madden. Let's go ahead and...
Can you dig it, sucker?
Got to get that up for John Madden. Yo, for those who do not know about John Madden, let me just go ahead. I'm not going to talk about the football legend of John Madden and the coach, the legendary coach, how he was for the game, how he was for the players. There were players that he spoke with personally that will tell you, this dude changed my life just from speaking to me. This man had an impact. But we're not just going to talk about that side of Madden. We can be all day on it. We're going to talk about the video game. Do you understand John Madden football has been around for a very long time? For a lot of my older gamers, you probably remember since Sega Genesis, okay, where it was the big thing that really brought Sega Genesis to the next level. I believe that title, and I also believe the NHL titles, which, by the way, guys, NHL titles were popping back then. Were they not popping? I don't know what happened.
but NHL titles, you were knocking the shit out of people and fighting. It was great. It's great times. But John Madden has seen everything, okay? When I'm talking about football and gaming, and when you mention football and games together, you think John Madden. You don't even think nothing else. I can tell you, I've been a guy to play the other football games as well. You guys know I play everything. I'm no shame to it. I remember playing back in the day when John Madden was going up against like the new Tecmo Bowl came out. It's like, oh, Tecmo Bowl. Oh, man, Tecmo Bowl was a big thing. Tecmo Bowl shutout. I remember playing Joe Montana Sports Talk Football. A lot of you might not remember that. It was like you're playing, I'm gone. You were saying the little things when you were playing. These were games that were challenging John Madden at those times. John Madden still prevailed. Okay, I remember NFL quarterback clubs. Who remember the quarterback clubs? Troy Aikman's on the front of them. You're like, oh, this is going to go somewhere. Doesn't go anywhere. John Madden did. Oh, hold up. See, I'm on it this time, though. I'm on it this time. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to blow your eardrums out if I did. And you know what? Now that we're talking, I'm going to put even more respect on here. I need some captions here. I need to show this as well. There we go. I feel a little better there. There we go. All right. So this game beat everything. I remember the 2K franchise. For those who do not know, 2K franchise, to me, ESPN was the only franchise that I believe would have taken out Madden if it wasn't for the deal between EA and the NFL. Single-handedly, the 2K franchise starting out, I think around, really got big around, I want to say 2002, I believe it was. And then going into 2005, when they signed the deal, you never heard from 2K again. I believe that's, correct me on the time frames if I'm wrong, but Madden has seen through that transition. They fought through it. I remember looking at the game side by side and seeing how beautiful 2K looks, but the technicalities in the Madden were still there. I remember Madden going through the hit stick, trucking people, juking people, all types of different things. So when you talk John Madden and football, oh my goodness, I cannot explain how long that goes on. Now, what happens to football franchise from now on? Do we live the Madden name on forever? Do we now see the NFL, which I'm not sure how long that license goes on, if it's been renewed for EA. EA has a lock on this license, which I swear, EA, if you just let go of the NFL license for a little bit, you'll see titles like Blitz come back out and, a lot of other football games that we were loving that we didn't get. A lot of people are not liking Madden, the video game right now. But I believe with John Madden passing, the next Madden game that we see is going to be epic. I do believe they're going to pull out all stops, and hopefully this will be the change for the franchise. We got a lot of people talking about how stale sports games have been for a long time. Long time. How stale. Yo, Magnus. Oh, my goodness. Magnus, hold up. Give him a couple of horns. Magnus, shout out to you. Damn it, Magnus. Come on, man.
Shut up!
All right. Oh, man. Hey, Magnus, I'm sorry about the sounds, man. I can't. Yeah, I'm a... Yo, that's bad, man. Right? I do need some Jameson, man. It's Jameson time. It definitely is straight Jameson. Nothing else. Just straight Jameson time, man. My dog. Appreciate that, man. I got you a couple jumps. Bomb sounds, shotguns. I got a couple sounds. Couple of them I'm working on, man. I'm trying to add sounds here. Okay, let's hold up.
Don't lose your way.
Okay, all right. I'm working. I told you. Magnus, thank you. No ice. I got you on that. John Madden, I'm telling you guys, it's serious with me about this Madden franchise and John Madden passing away. I cannot explain to you guys. We had Betty White. I mean, come on, man. Like, all just back to back, man. It's just like crazy how everything's going. Like, what's going on? What I want to know is the Madden franchise. Where does it go from here? Do we carry on the name? Do we just have Madden live on forever? Like, a lot of these trophies that we have, a lot of these different icons, these statues, they still hold today. I believe we should live on John Madden. John Madden was one of those dudes, if you ever seen a documentary where people literally said speaking to him changed their lives. This man was different. He wasn't like other people. He had a grab on you. When he said you were something, you felt it. Like, and I can't explain that. It's hard to explain. But he told people, you're on my all Madden team, and they felt validated. They felt validated. John Madden, God bless your soul. And rest in heaven. You lived a long, beautiful life. You got to kind of see your fruits flourish. Your flowers were smelled. A lot of people don't get that. So I think that's a blessing that you were able to see that. You were able to see players grow from boys into grown-ass men. And you were able to watch it. The gaming franchise, I know, is something we'll probably be talking about from now until who knows when. Because Madden is one thing. But when we're talking about money and licenses, it's another. So I don't know. That's where I'm up in there. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope the Madden franchise does succeed. I hope they actually take this, this passing of John Madden and really take a lot of time into the next Madden that comes out. And there needs to be something that really shows the dedication to longtime fans of Madden. Forget people who just play every now and then. We're talking about longtime fans of Madden who have been playing Madden year after year competitively. Okay? It's a different story. Shout out John Madden. Okay, and I just want to make sure I don't miss nothing in the chat. Yo, and Magnus, appreciate that, man. I'm definitely gonna get that Jameson. And when I come with the Jameson next time, I don't want to see that when I start passing out on this month. Okay. All right. And I agree, Joshua Drake, the torch is probably gonna be passed on as it always is. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and move on, man. I'm not gonna hold up too much. Okay, let's see if we can get this. Bam. Oh, my goodness. This is the one. Oh, my. Hold up. Yo, all my gamers, my old school gamers, my young gamers, all my folks, this is one. I need to hear you. I need to feel you on this. I need to know if I'm tripping or am I right? Okay. For the longest, I have said arcades are dead, right? It's been said by many people of my age. Arcades are fucking dead. They're dead. Nobody goes to the arcades no more. The day and age of me going to the arcade to now, let me just explain to you from then to now. Back then, my mom was saying, I can't wait to get these damn kids out of this fucking house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to the arcades. Guess what? I'm going to give them $20. The three of them can make this $20 stretch. Yes, $20 was actually a lot of money back then. Okay? So, mom send us there. Bam, baby. Oldest brother G's $10. Give me that. I'm going to spread it evenly. We already know that's not happening. Okay, I get $5. My other brother gets $5. We are in the arcade. This is the difference from then to now. Back then, when you was at the arcade, there were a lot of games that were very competitive. When you stepped to the game, there was either people already lined up to play, quarters already on the machine. There was something to let you know this game is where you needed to be. It's kind of like high school. You just seen the fucking cool kids everywhere, right? That's how it goes. Okay. Same thing at the arcades. You're at the game. Street Fighter, popular one. Mortal Kombat, another popular one. You're standing there at the arcade. Me, little kid at 10 years old, nuts bigger than everyone here at the arcades back then. You know why? Because I knew when I got on the game, I was going to spank some grown man's ass, pause. And it was going to be lovely. Pause again. It's going to be lovely. So it has happened not once, not twice, multiple times. And guess what? They start whispering over there. Hey, man, you see the little kid over there? God, shit. That fucking little kid's great. You feel all the goods, you start getting a big head, you're feeling great. Your brother comes up and your brother's like, hold on, let me put a stop to this shit. Your brother gets on there, bam, he whoops your ass. Get off the machine, kid. Come on, man. Brings all the cool kids back. But this was the times you felt stressful. You're nervous. Palms are sweating. Okay, you're on the game. This is serious. You played 50 cents like it was your last 50 cents with $5 in your pocket. Let me tell you about kids going to the arcade now. Guess what? There is no competitive games, really. There isn't. There's just Xbox Series X's and PlayStation 5s hooked up to TVs. They just do the same thing they do at home on some of these places. Like literally, they set up a big TV. Hey, set up a PlayStation 5, set up a Series X, put up some couches. Kids will pay to stay. They're not lying. These kids will pay to sit there and play the shit they can play at home. It's amazing. Nothing but a bunch of, overpriced amusement park rides, racing games that are overpriced that we were playing back in the days. We had cruising in USA. We had San Francisco Rush. We had shit that was great. I'm sorry. But we had things that were great. Nowadays, I feel like arcades are dying. But this is why I bring up the argument. Based on statistics, arcades are possibly making a comeback. I'm wrong. Okay, by the way, Magnus, Killer Instinct, fire game too, by the way. Actually, probably one of my favorite games of all time. I can say fighting games, maybe one. It's up there between 1 and 2. Soul Calibur, 1 and 2, you know what I mean? But arcades now, these kids walk in, they can play miniature golf, they play these crane games, skee ball's still around, you're shooting a basketball. Those games never get old. But what happened to real arcades? Then comes Dave & Buster's. And I go, wait, hold on. Someone says to me, Nick, Dave & Buster's is the real deal. That is the arcade. So then I sat back and I said, hold on, let me make sure I'm not tripping and shit. Okay, hold on. No, I don't think so. But I may be wrong. When you go to Dave & Buster's, there's a couple things that the United States of America have figured out with arcades while arcades are dying. They did figure out that barcades are more popular, which means bars and arcades, giving people something to drink while playing games. Who would have figured, right? So Dave & Buster's becomes very popular with this method. Dave & Buster's believes, hey, we got a package. Not only are we going to fill your damn tummy, not only are we going to give you alcoholic beverages, you see all the shiny games over there, you're going to go over there and play that right afterwards, and we're going to give you cards now. You go, damn, this is a wonderful experience. I've been to Dave & Buster's, I can tell you. Nice experience. Nice games. It is nice playing these big, wonderful games with other people. And, it still doesn't hold an ounce to the arcades back in the day. There's a lot of things. People want to say, hey, it's because, gaming has become so easy at home and arcade systems are not as powerful. Well, guess what? In Japan, they still have new releases in arcades. In Japan, arcades, I will say, are becoming less profitable year after year, but they're way more profitable than here in the States. You look at some of the arcades there are people who are number one in games and they're treated like celebrities. You imagine walking up to your arcade, they're like, hey, what's going on, man? Hey, nice winning the championship last year. Ho, ho. Yeah, you don't get that. I'm a shame. I'm going to read this, okay? And I got a couple different, I know I'm getting to the comments and all that, but don't forget the high scoreboards. Joe, talk to him, Joe. Hold up, Joe. I gave you a couple shotgun shots in the air horn, Joe. High scores? Do kids even know what a high score is anymore? We're not talking about 21 kills and 100 people battle royale. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about when they show the names from 30 all the way to 1, your initials was at the top smoking somebody's ass. What happened to those days? I still somewhere, okay, in Hickory Ridge Mall in Memphis, Tennessee, there is a Soul Calibur 4 machine with my 43 straight wins in versus 43 times. It was one dude that played me like 13 times as Mr. Rookie. He was the best damn dude in the arcade, and I smoked his ass. 43. It could have been 49. I was in the 40s. I was high. I just whooped everybody's ass. I remember that. I remember that day vividly. My brother was like, yo, I got to go, man. I said, yo, don't leave, man. I can't help it. I can't help it. I put 50 cents and my ass was there for hours. 50 cents. Nowadays, you got to spend $2 to step on the dance floor. It's crazy. It's crazy. But nonetheless, I want to make sure I'm not tripping. I want to pull some statistics on it. I don't want to be this dude. I'm the old dude right now. I'm the old dude screaming, oh, arcades are so good back in the day, nigga. Trust me, for you younger gamers out there, when I say arcades were better, I am not joking. 9-year-old kids got play. They got play, man. Because they could actually, if they had skill, it was about the skill. You didn't have, of course you could play it at home, but I remember Killer Instinct. That was a good one he brought up. I remember Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo. I remember playing that. Great. I was able to do all my combos, able to practice, but it still was not like the arcades because of technology. Okay, you go to the arcade, and to me, the original Killer Instinct is still one of the most beautiful games ever. But that's just me. I'm not going to keep talking about that. Okay, but I'm going to pull up some actual statistics on this, and we're going to look at it. I'm not, I ain't going to do it like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this up. Now, I just pulled up random things. I just randomly typed in Google, are arcade machines dying out? I think it really depends on which country you're talking about. In the UK, almost certainly. I don't know about that. Shout out my UK people. They are basically almost dead. Most of the time, you find arcade machines in other places like bowling alleys and laser tag places. The only exception that I know of is Arcade Club in Bury. Okay? Then they say, or Las Vegas in Soho. They're talking about other arcades. Johnny. No, they are actually making a comeback. 3 new arcades just opened up in my zip code, including another one added in the new bowling alley at our local mall. Also, a new concept bar recently opened near me that added 30 arcade machine or arcade pinball machines. I'm telling you, drunk people spend the most money. I love drunk people. The pinball company just started offering investment opportunities today for public partial ownership. Okay? I don't know if they are dying out, but they are definitely less popular than in the 90s, that's for sure. Okay, we got some good things. Now, let's pull up. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Arcades. Why arcades haven't died in the United States. Multiple people have stated multiple things. We're not just going to pull up. I'm just keep pulling up stuff. Why not? Gaming arcades are on the verge of dying in Japan. Okay. Now, I want to say in Japan, compared to here, they're still thriving. Okay, compared, Japan arcades, I don't know if people understand. Like Japan arcades, you will have a game that will keep the stats for life. Like you'll be, hey, this same arcade has been keeping my stats since I was 6. Like they don't play with the games over there. That's why I do respect how they move with the arcades over there, all right? So let's see. I want to keep going. How arcades have evolved. Look, Super Jump. So we got so many things, how arcades have evolved to survive. We got so many things, how Japanese arcades have survived. Like we can go, and then I did mention year after year. I probably predicted that one, okay? But they still do way better than we do. The LAN cafes of Asia. Hold up. Listen to this. One of these evolutions is the phenomenon of LAN cafes in Asia. Think of them as a fusion of internet cafes and arcades. Much like the classic arcades, these two were darkly lit spaces featuring rows of mid-range gaming PCs, which had several games installed on them. Like internet cafes, you can walk in, grab a PC, pay an hourly fee to play as many games as you like. Yo, we need them. Why don't we see more of these? For many in developing nations, these LAN cafes offer an accessible pathway to gaming. Often for less than $1 an hour, you could play several games at a LAN cafe. To quote Neville, in a sense, they were a physical representation of Netflix for gaming. Hence, I and my school friends found ourselves spending weekend afternoons at these cafes fueled by chocolate milk packets and chips. They would play Call of Duty 4, Counter-Strike 1.6, and Dota LAN matches. Oh my God. Shout out. And Joshua Drake, that's what I like to hear. They got him in Dallas. Where the LAN cafes need to be popping. Wonder we ain't got arcades. If everything's sitting in a PC or a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X, get them, bundle them up, put them together with TVs, and put them on a bus. Shit, you can pull up to the local neighborhood. Okay, don't get jacked, but you can pull up to the local neighborhood, and man, kids will pay for time to sit up in there and play games that they don't have access to, especially with PlayStation 5s being so scarce. Xbox Series X's, some people can't get their hands on them. This is a perfect outlet. Perfect. Oh my gosh, I can't say it anymore, man. This is, I'm sorry. This is crazy. I just can't believe these opportunities even get passed up. Like, how? How do they get passed up? We have, I'm going to tell you, in Illinois, Chicago is known for having mini arcades. I actually have a video on my YouTube of one of the infamous arcades. Okay, I forgot. It's Galloping Ghost. Okay, look it up. Galloping Ghost. I think it's down by Chicago. One of the oldest arcades that has like almost every game. I was able to go back there and relive my memories. They have old and new games. And guess what? You can also set records there. You can have your camera to record your record. They keep track of all that shit. I love that. Why don't we have more of that? Why isn't that all over? Why isn't augmented reality taking over? Why aren't VR headsets everywhere? Hell, we got the Oculus going crazy. Why don't we have someone opening up? Hey, and I understand the COVID thing and all that, but hey, you got wipes. Wipe it down, spray it. You know how we go. Clean it and keep it moving. Keep it moving. I'm just saying. So that's just me. Everybody, I would like to know what's happening. Okay. And Magnus, Game on Wheels. Yo, he talking to him. Games on Wheels. That's it. That's all you got to do, man. Put a bunch of PlayStation 5s, bunch of Xbox Series X's in a van, ride around, charge people per hour to play. I promise you they will pay. And not only will they pay, you will have some people who will be addicted, who want to be in there all the time. Like, this is, you know what? I should just go ahead and just, hey, what the hell? Why am I telling everybody, right? I should just take the idea. Shit. I don't know what I'm doing. Telling everybody, but no, I'm just. But I just want to say to everyone, is arcades making a comeback? Do we have Dave and Buster's? Their stock going up. Is Dave and Buster's showing that we can have popular arcades? They're just different. We don't have the same, where fighting games were taken over back in the 90s and these popular competitive games like that. Now it's more about family-friendly games of 12 people playing basketball together or racing together or playing a game of Pac-Man together. These simple things we now have just spent so much money on. And it's crazy how we just go from old to new back to old shit. It's very funny, but nonetheless, enough of that. Not going to, continue on. We got a show. We got a hell of a show, okay? So, whew, man. Speaking of, y'all, excuse me for that. It's getting real crazy. I'm not a dude that believes in pirating manga. See, I switched it up there. No, but I just don't, something. What? I'm gonna be honest. I probably lied. I probably just lied. Who knows? You'll probably catch me pirating some manga somewhere down the line. I don't know. I did crazy shit. Who knows? But one thing I will say is that pirating manga is not a big thing on the list of objectives for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't go around going, hey, I can't wait to see the next, Shonen Jump or whatever it's called. I don't even know. I don't plan on watching that, so I'm not jumping on it. I remember watching old manga. I'm a dude of the old ones, the Ninja Scrolls. The Ninja Scrolls, by the way, so classic. I mean, I ain't got to go. Ghost in the Shell, another classic. Like, this was my time, okay? But manga has gotten so nuts in Japan that they literally set laws in place to stop the piracy. They believe these stricter laws were going to pretty much lower the amount of damages that they were going to have to pay in piracy. Yeah, didn't so much work out. Probably triple, quadruple. Who the hell knows? It's still going up. The damages are still happening. Manga and piracy in Japan is something they got to deal with. Damn. Y'all thought, now look, Nintendo, okay, y'all think they go crazy over this mod shit. Y'all haven't seen how they go crazy over pirating manga. Like, yo, try grabbing a new episode of some manga and putting that shit up on your website. Just try it. I just want you to. Please. You think Nintendo ninjas is bad. You're going to have ninjas fucking kicking down your door, kicking your ass. Like, no joke. They don't play when it comes to manga. Okay? If you're pirating something, believe me, they letting you pirate that piece of shit because their sacred gold, if you're putting it up somewhere else, they're coming to take down that ass. It's just the way it goes. So, $6.7 billion in damages. Just think about that, guys. Now, one thing I want to say that's very stupid when they make these lists for damages, and I always say it's very stupid. I'm going to tell you why. It's very stupid because they always take into account that everybody that pirated the manga or the video games or whatever it may be, they take it that they were actually going to buy the shit. Trust me, most people that are probably pirating did not have the intention in the first place to buy. They were going to pirate from the beginning. But it made it a lot easier now because now they know they don't have to pay. See, I'll give you a prime example. Okay? I love Call of Duty. Y'all guys know how I love Call of Duty. I'm a fanboy. Call of Duty is the best game ever. I don't know why it didn't win every single 2021 award that was known. It should have. I don't see why it hasn't. You know, It Takes Two, a love story about a marriage and broken. We don't want to hear about that. We just want to hear about slide cancels and people getting shot from across the maps with sniper shots that are one shots. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we want to hear about. But that's just me. I will say, if I could not get my hands on Call of Duty because I could not afford it, and I had the possibility of pirating it, guess what? Possibly could. I could pirate it on PC. The downside is I'm a console player, never been a PC guy. So the pirating doesn't really work for me. I have a Nintendo Switch. Yeah, it's modded. I could probably pirate a game on there. Oh, the Call of Duty's not on there. Damn it. So I don't really have the options that these guys will go through for manga in Japan. Okay, but we're going to go ahead. I don't want to sit here and just run my mouth about it. I want to go ahead and pull up the specifics of how much they lost compared to what they lost previously. Because people may think, hey, they just lost, a couple extra dollars. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad. No, they didn't lose a fucking couple extra dollars. Didn't go like that. Okay, let's bring this over. I don't want to bring up my whole screen because then you guys be looking at me again twice and doubled and shit. We don't want all that. Okay, here we go. Bam. Let's go ahead and pull it up here. Okay. Manga Piracy rose last year despite new oversight laws, which, by the way, Texas 6, all episodes now streaming Paramount. Who gives a shit? But in the last 30 years, manga has undergone some wild changes, and its global reputation has been impacted the most. From starting in obscurity, which is true, obscurity, to rising the ranks. The medium is one of the most popular stateside now where graphic novels are concerned. The only issue is that the industry's increased popularity has pushed more pirates in the way. And now a new report has confirmed manga piracy is up year over year in light of the pandemic. So guess what? These pirates are probably making some money too if they're putting it up on websites and then you got to click through a million ads. Yo, how much do they make from one person trying to watch a video through all those ads? Like, please, somebody tell me. Because I wonder, like, one dude trying to watch a pirated 30-minute show will add up to be like $6. Yo, that'll be crazy. How much money? You got hundreds of thousands of viewers, oh my gosh. Anyways, the report comes from the organization Authorized Books of Japan, as Kotaku explains. The group keeps tab on manga sales both legally and illegally. ABJ has a running list of piracy websites that it tracks stats for, and it turns out the list collective page views went way up in the last year. According to report, January 2020 report noted that the top 3 sites being tracked brought in 12.5 million viewers. By October 21, it shot up to 326 fucking million. Oh my God. Wow. 12.5 million in January 2020. We get a year out and some change, 326 million. Clearly, that's a huge boost. And ABJ estimates the damage done by pirates totals to billions lost. And impact, excuse me, of manga piracy this past year was 4 times worse than 2020. Damn, I guess that's it, quadrupled. pretty much right. The group estimated that 1.8 billion was lost in 2020, and now they have 6.7 billion dollars forfeited from January to February. Oh my Lord. Yo, I don't think people understand how much 6.7 billion is. Yo, 6.7 billion. I can only imagine how much piracy goes on in manga. What are the popular shows of manga? Like, what's that popular? Yo, I gotta go to Japan. I'm sorry. I got my passport. So I'm gonna travel to Japan. Once I travel to Japan, we're gonna take this show on the road. And I want to know from you guys, what is it about manga? Can somebody tell me? Because to me, I have no idea. I'm thinking like, hey, manga's nothing to me. Okay, manga is just cartoons. I watch cartoons. I watch Family Guy. I watch, shit. I love the one Futurama. That was one of my like best cartoons. You know what I mean? South Park still goes on. Like, what's the difference between those and manga? I do love watching Dragon Ball Z now. I'm not going to. Popular manga, Call of Duty. Yo, hey, I'm going to tell you, man, if they feel the same way about manga that I do with Call of Duty, much respect. I understand. I understand why the piracy levels are so high. But I just want to say to anybody who is in Japan, please, if you are pirating manga, be careful. I do not want anyone getting locked up over their own stupidity. Please, you can watch it some other way or just purchase it. Support them. It's not that bad. Sometimes maybe you can sign up for a deal. Do a Paramount Plus, okay, a Disney Plus or something, a Netflix. Pay for 1 month. Binge watch. I've seen people do it, okay? Hey, man, I only got 1 month. I paid $15.99, okay, plus taxes, damn near $20. I got to binge watch all the seasons of all my shows. Do it. Do it. It's worth it. Trust me. $20, you can binge watch all your shows, everything. Hey, cancel it. Hey, we don't need Netflix. We don't need you, Hulu or whoever you are. I've watched everything. Kiss my ass, Mr. Postman. Very simple. Okay, very simple. Now, Joe, they're about $15 each manga. Oh, shit, Joe. Oh my God. Whoa, Joe. Oh my Lord, Joe. Did you say? Hold on. $15? Ooh, Lord Jesus. Now that hold on. We got 4K now. You could probably charge people, bring them into your house. I charge to see. Hey, I don't know. Maybe I ain't good on pricing and the inflation and all that shit. Maybe it's worth it. But I will say $15 for me, very steep for a manga. I have not paid $15 for a movie since the movie theaters. Movie theaters is probably the last time I paid $15. And Matrix, I was close to it. By the way, people still shitting on Matrix. I loved it. But anyways, let's continue. So this next one, we're going to move on. Like I said, I'm not going to be all day. We got to move through a lot of these subjects very quickly. So I'm taking my time, moving through it nice. Okay. And they're about 25 books per set, 25 to 15. Okay. That's reasonable. I'm going to say that's pretty reasonable. Let's go ahead. And we got it up here. I want to go ahead and switch it. Bam. Speaking of money, since we're talking about money, let's talk about Riot Games. Riot Games, come here. Let me talk to you, Riot Games. Hold on. Let me get close. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just pull y'all to the side for a second. Riot Games, let me talk to you real quick. I want to tell you something, man. First of all, that's for taking so long in a lawsuit. Like it's no reason this should have been going on since 2018. Okay. Second, if you had to pay $100 million, Activision Blizzard didn't have to pay that much. Like, what the hell were you doing? Like, either you were that terrible to people, or Activision Blizzard got people in high places. I think the Activision Blizzard with people in high places, Hey, they didn't even get really talked about hard at the Game Awards. Like, come on, Activision Blizzard got ranked. Anybody thinking CEO Bobby ain't pulling his strings around, you're crazy. CEO Bobby is doing a damn thing to keep Activision alive. Believe that, okay? Which, by the way, they screwed over a lot of people, so, what cares? Who cares, right? But Riot Games actually reaches a settlement for $100 million, and this was a gender discrimination lawsuit. And we know how these gender discrimination lawsuits have been within the past couple years. Now, one thing I want to say is I want to talk about this from a guy's perspective. I want my guys with me on this. and then we'll talk about, Riot Games and what goes on. Okay, what's happening with this gender discrimination lawsuit. And when I speak for my guys, I don't want to speak of a place of ignorance, like I'm speaking like, hey, women, this is how it is. It's not how it is. It may not how be. I'm just speaking from a guy's place. So women, if you are hearing this, please understand where I'm coming from. For the longest time in gaming, women were not a big part of gaming. They just were not. Women were not interested in video games. It was rare that you came across women who play video games. And if you don't believe me, you can ask a lot of the older women. Ask women that are 40 and up. Do they play video games? If a lot of them play video games, they probably play some of the games that were competitive during my time, maybe like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. These were games that they probably played, but they're not really a gamer. Nowadays, you find women being a strong part of gaming. You find women knowing more about games than guys, okay? So when you find this happening and you see this, you go, okay, excuse me, gaming is changing. So then things start changing for women. When you have a guy-dominated thing, it's typically you're going to get a lot of the guy locker room shit. Happens anywhere. I remember WNBA, I'm sure there were guys in the NBA locker room talking about, you could take our D-League guys and they would smoke the starters of the WNBA. They're probably still saying that. It's not really just to say that women suck. It's just to say that guys feel that dominant in their craft, as I think men are designed to feel. Women, nowadays, though, are not taking that shit. Bow, bow, bow. They are not playing. Try to play with those women now. Try those same damn games that you was trying back then. Remember the Activision scene where he was like, hey, she had that nice Torian fit on. Her boobs were popping out. Who cares if they look like Victoria's Secret? We don't care, chick. Sit down while we laugh at you. That shit don't cut it now. They brought up that video and played it now to condemn you. So it just shows how times can change in 10 years. Now we have this gender discrimination lawsuit where these women have now been paid $100 million for the settlement. Do you know how much $100 million is? Do you know the torture that you've probably been put through? Imagine working and being fondled, touched. It's serious business. Imagine feeling like I can't dress how I want to dress because someone might say something. Serious business. These women won. Anytime, this is what I want to say to anyone, for all my guys who go and just think that, hey, maybe these women are crying wolf, Maybe it's a couple of them crying wolf, right? One thing I will say is this. It is difficult being in that position. I have been in positions where really you just can't say what you want to say. You know what I mean? You can't. Now, I could get deeper. I'm not going to get too political and things, but let's get to it and let's talk about it first. And I will dive back and I'll get back to that. Okay. So Riot Games reaches $100 million settlement in gender discrimination lawsuit that was originally filed in 2018. Former Riot Games employees, Melanie McCracken and Jess Negron, filed a class action lawsuit. Magnus, your question, how many women? Right now, we see 2 women. I don't know if there were more women on the class action lawsuit, but we definitely know there were 2 employees. Definitely 2 employees. So they filed a class action lawsuit against the publisher over endemic gender-based discrimination and fostering a men-first environment, and a settlement now has been reached. That's a difficult thing for me. When you have a guy-dominated thing, it's hard to prove. So if they were able to prove that shit, like, it had to be bad. 100 million, and they were able to prove, and you got all these dudes around, and they were able to prove how it was a man-first environment. That means you were blatantly doing it. You were obviously doing it in front of everyone. Okay. Riot has agreed to pay $80 million to the members of the class action lawsuit and $20 million in attorney fees and miscellaneous expenses. So imagine the amount of attorney fees. Those attorneys jumped on this case. When they get a big case like this, they're like, I'll take it pro bono. You don't got to pay me shit, motherfucker. I'm taking this motherfucker right now, okay? they got paid hefty for this case, okay? 20 million in attorney fees and miscellaneous expenses for a total of 100 million. The global settlement spans from 2014 to the present. So these actions were going on since 2014. I don't know if you could put a price on that, all right? To present and includes all current and former full-time employees, as well as temporary contracts in California who identify as women. The settlement is currently awaiting court approval. Damn. Ooh, hold up. This global settlement, okay, includes all current and former full-time employees, as well as temporary contract employees in California who identify as women. Woo, Riot Games. I understand why you paid $100 million. Just get that over. That was going to be crazy. How in the hell did Activision Blizzard get away with this? Yo, they're walking out of Activision Blizzard. They're like walking out. They gotta have people in high places, man. But moreover, Riot has also agreed to having a third party approved by both the company and the California Department of Fair Employment and Housing, which I think is great, to monitor pay, equity, and internal reporting for 3 years. I think that's great because it's stating that, we know we're going to do a good job, but just so you guys know, we have a third party also approved. This third party, you can probably get more information from as an employee. Riot Games, I don't know if y'all are union yet, but that seems to be the thing. Form a union, form that shit now. Just go ahead and do it. All you guys stand together and say, hey, we're going to form a union. It's not really to just shit on the company or anything like that. You guys want to be protected. I want to be protected because we're a team. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, how do you think the NBA players feel when they have these guaranteed contracts? They're happy as shit, man. You got a guaranteed contract. I tore my Achilles. I get paid. But no, it don't work like that in football. There's not that guaranteed contract. Tear your Achilles. Sorry, buddy, you were getting paid per game. Oh, I'm sorry, that big contract you were going to get next year. Yeah, you tore your Achilles. I don't think you're worth it. So I do think forming a union would probably be best for them. I do think it'll be best. Form a union as quickly as possible to make sure things like this don't happen again. Therefore, if you have women being discriminated against, whether you're trans, gay, bi, doesn't matter, whatever you are, if you feel discriminated against, all right, you're just a black person saying, hey, I'm tired of this shit. You can now have a union to address that concern with, and they could fight on your behalf. Union fees are paid through a paycheck, so you guys can all divvy up how much you're going to pay in union fees. Therefore, when that court comes, you guys are going to be thinking that you made this decision. So trust me, definitely move forward with the fees. But I want to go ahead and read specifically what one of the women had said. I'm honored to represent the resilient women of Riot Games and to help achieve this settlement on their behalf. We hope every woman take note and demand fair pay and treatment to which they are entitled under the law. Okay? In an official statement, Riot Games acknowledged that while it comes far from 2018, it takes the responsibility for its past actions. There we go, right?
Can you dig it, sucker?
About time. Yeah, it's about time. That's all we were waiting on Activision Blizzard to do. Just say, yo, how long are we waiting on CEO Bobby? I wish we can change the ways, and this is not truly what this culture is about, and we don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear what Riot Games just said. We acknowledge and take responsibility for our past actions. We look forward to change and to get better. I'd rather be with someone who's going to say, I fucked up and I want to fix it, than someone who acts like, hey, I don't even know what I did wrong. It's crazy, man. That's super crazy to me that this would even happen. Now, let me make sure I'm not, missing nothing in the chat here. I'll be getting to the chat. Okay, them ladies using them smartphones. People don't realize that every phone can take a video. Yo, talk to them, jump. Every phone. Okay, every phone. Okay, that's what I'm talking now. More companies need to take note. Yo, preach. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. That's what we need to pull up. That needs to be the message of the day. More companies need to take notes. Either you're going to end up like Riot Games, Activision Blizzard, Ubisoft, So other couple companies that have been facing some allegations. The allegations are coming out because now these developers feel comfortable coming out and talking about what's really going on. They feel protected. They feel secure. They feel like they have the backing and the protection now. They didn't feel that back in the days. Guess what happened back in the days? Oh, so-and-so said what? Oh, no problem. No, it's fine. Just tell them to come in my office. They come in the office and the blinds go down. See, y'all might not know what to mean. Y'all young bucks might not know what to mean because of COVID there. Y'all ain't going. When the blinds go down and nobody can see in that room, you're either getting disciplined or fired. We don't have to close the blinds maybe if we promote you. We don't want everybody to know you're getting that money. But that's most of the time, hey, we leave it open. You're getting a promotion. Why am I going to stop people from seeing this? Yes. I want to stop people from seeing that. This shit makes them happy. But if I see somebody, oh God, my wife, my baby's not going to eat. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. The blinds go down. So keep playing, okay? And your company, you'll be walking in the office and the blinds go down and you'll be wishing your ass joined the union. Trust me, all game companies, if you are big, start the union now, sooner than later. You will thank me forever, okay? Now let's move on. We got too much show to go. Okay, we got too much. I told y'all that. Okay. Bam. Oh, this one is I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm gonna be honest. Things come across my desk all the time. They come across my desk all the time, y'all. And I don't turn down any articles. So just so you guys know, if you want to send me something, send it to me on Facebook. Okay? Send it to me anywhere. You can send it to me on Instagram. Send it to me on YouTube. Send it to me on TikTok. Send it to me any way you can. My NickMoses05.com shit. Send it to the website. I don't care. Send it to me anyway. This is one that got sent to me that I said, yo, hold up. Is this, do I feel comfortable talking about this? Like, I don't know if YouTube's don't flag me for this type of shit. You know what I mean? But there is a tabletop hand massager for gamers. No, I'm not making this up, guys. And of course, it's going to start in Japan, as a lot of these gaming inventions do. Okay? A game tabletop hand massager for all those guys, those guys out there who play on PC and need their hand massage. Now, I don't plan on talking about a hand massager very long because I can't stop to think when I think of hand massager, I think they're going to use it for something else. Round 2, round 3. You put your hand in there. Oh, man, I need to go back at it quick. I need to set this on a 3. Oh, my God. So we're first, before I start, just talking shit about it, I don't know how this works. It came across my desk. Let's pull up the specifics first before I start going in about how I feel about another gaming invention. Okay, here we go. Now, where are we at? There we go. Okay. Just look at that. I want y'all to just look at that. Just take a second. Just look at that. Just look. Can I zoom it in a little bit? Look at that. What the fuck have we come to? But anyways, my fault, y'all. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So, gamers, protect your precious tendons with this tabletop hand massager. Here's something for the gamer that has everything. A tabletop hand massager that can be used to remove fatigue from your aching mitts and keep you in top form. Now, before I start trashing it, guys, okay, because I usually trash stuff, let me get through it, okay? Created by Japanese makers of gaming hardware and peripherals, Bahuit. I don't know if I got that right. I always, butcher names. The device uses 15 heated air cushions to supposedly simulate the feeling of a real massage, and well, why the hell not? You know what? I'm not going to lie. 15 heated air cushions on my hand just sounds good. I don't know why. That's it. Do I need to say pause for that? I don't know. 15 heated air cushions on my hand? That just sounds wonderful. I think I'm getting old. That's some old man shit. Maybe it's just old man shit where you got, oh gosh, massager, 15 air, I don't know. But anyways, so recommends you use the massager before gaming to warm up your hands. So if if you're one person where your hands might ache or maybe you have arthritis, one thing I can say is that heat a lot of times removes pain. So I can understand heating your hands to warm them up. That actually does make some sense to me. Sad to say, it does. But he recommends you use a massager before gaming to warm up your hands during breaks to improve circulation, which is similar to like athletes, what they do. A lot of times you see when they go into halftime, you might see some of the bigger athletes riding bikes because their muscles cramp up. They have bigger muscles. They have to keep their muscles going. So I understand that. Improve circulation. And after you finish to rub the stiffness out of your tired little fingers because you deserve it. Now, I'm not Joshua Drake, man, you something else. I'm going to get to the gun. But a Shiatsu mode will apparently rub your palms with firm pressure, while a thimble mode will pull and stretch each finger one by one. Damn, they not only go on circulation, it's pulling your fingers. The only thing missing is a hand-holding mode to give you a squeeze of encouragement when you need a boost mid-game. Now, look at it. You can see the thing. Guys, am I crazy? I want to try it. I want to try it, man. Am I crazy? Look at my man. He's looking good. Oh, my goodness. This guy is a model. Look at him. And not only that, he made sure to have the monster can facing the right way. This guy's great. You know what? I got to give it to him.
Can you dig it, sucker?
I got to give it to him. He was nice. He did that well played. Well played. And his hand is just in there massaging. Now, one thing I will say is that I hate with these damn advertisements. He's supposed to be warming up for the game. Why is the game not loaded up? Okay, he's got a background in monsters. What is he? Is he winding down for the jerk off now? Like, I don't know. And by the way, do gamers that play like PC games all the time have trouble with that? You know, I need to know. But as you can see, the wrap, you see how to massage. I'm not gonna lie. For those who have not had their hand massaged, okay, I've had my hand massaged. It feels great. And yes, it was my wife. Okay, so don't get any ideas, but it feels great to have your hand massaged. To think of a hand massager that actually has 15 different heated air cushions. Oh, we might be talking. Look at the heat there. The device, which we spotted via Kotaku. Kotaku be dropping them. They be hating on Kotaku. Okay, let me close that. Kotaku be up there. Okay, is a fun little contraption, sure, but not that great of an innovation. You can find dozens of similar items online with a quick search for electric hand massager. So this is nothing new. Okay, though Bahuit has given the thing a stylish matte black makeover to appeal to its target audience, and the device pairs well with the company's other Sky Mall for gamer contraptions, including a heated mattress and a portable foot massage. Oh my God, man. I'm not gonna lie, they talking. This is like balling for gaming. You know what I mean? Really, though, what terrified me about this gadget is not what it says about the potential market for gaming-related frippery, but the idea that it might one day be compromised in some sort of cyberpunk espionage plot. Imagine a high-stakes esports competition where one team hacks a rival's hand massager to break a few fingers before or even during the big game. What machines have given, machines can take away. Yo, they crazy for that, man. And you know what? I didn't even think of that. But if somebody hijacks it, right? Worst case scenario, they're not going to make it so it stretches to break your fingers or it squeezes hard enough to break your fingers. So you should be fine, even if they hijack it. They'll just hijack it and, you know, it won't warm up or something like that. You'll still be able to game. But regardless, I like the idea. At first, I'm not going to lie, I was looking at the screen and shit, and I was kind of against it. I was like, oh, another contraction is stupid. But I will tell you, getting older in age, I say for my older gamers, this is great. You know what I mean? I'm one that can tell you warming up is important the older you get. When you can get something like something to put on your lower back, some heat, or something on your knees or certain joints for when you get ready to work out or play basketball, football, whatever sport it may be, these things help. So if somebody's a gamer and their hand cramps or they got arthritis, this is a perfect tool for them. They can simply put their hand in, warm it up. That way, when they start playing, it's not really aching. Even during cold winter months, with winter, it's very painful for people like that. So that's just how I feel. Now, granted, I will say the device looks very weird because it was big and bulky. I mean, it literally has every single tendon in there except your thumb. So if it breaks something, yeah, you're fucking all your shit up. I mean, that's pretty much evident. But you know, that's what I think right there. I do think that this is possibly a good item. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and give it a good item. Now, I'm going to press one of these buttons. Hopefully, I press the right one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so obviously, it must not be a good item. I'm just messing up with the button. So let's go ahead and move on. We'll move on. Okay, and I do want to say older and virgin game. Yo, let me go to chat, man, because I just want y'all to see what I be going through. Okay, trying to read and go through it. All right. A finger puller? I'm not gonna lie. That's why I thought a finger puller. Like, damn, it is a finger. It literally is a finger puller. I need a good PC first. Dang it, it didn't put his hand in bandages. Yo, it looked like his hand was jacked up on it. It's clam shaped. And I'm not gonna lie, dead specimen freaks me out too, man. It freaks me out. I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of worry when you're putting tendons and you see, like, I look at the back of my hand, I see different veins and other things. Imagine that thing smashing down on my veins. I would, oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and move on because I'm about to start talking shit about them and I might get like a sponsorship or something down the line. So let's not do that. Okay. All right. So this is my type of stuff right here. My type of stuff. This guy single-handedly won, not one, not two, but 100 Halo Infinite free-for-all matches consecutive. We're going to watch a clip of this guy play. We have to, as 100 games straight. It's only right we see it, okay? But I just want everyone to take a second and think. What was the most games that you won consecutive in any game? In any game, whether it's free-for-all, team deathmatch, anything. I can tell you, I have won consecutive in a lot of games. I would say one of my biggest ones was Soul Calibur 4. I think I won, starting off the game, I probably started and won like 30 games straight. I won so many games, I got pissed and I messaged the top 5 dudes. I'm like, man, this game, these guys fucking suck. I need some competition. And the number 5 dude waxed my ass like a baby. So, you know, things happen. But nonetheless, I remember that moment. And it wasn't 100. To think 100 consecutive. Bro, a slip up, a shake up, a bad match, one good person. Do you know how many things can go wrong in 100 matches? This man won 100 consecutive free-for-all matches. So I think it's only right that we watch some of his gameplay. He does have a YouTube channel. We will pull it up. I will say to give his kudos, as I always do, because I think it's only, you know, right to give these people their props. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and just read about this dude, okay? Halo Infinite player wins 100 free-for-all matches in a row. Multiple publications were talking about this, okay? Talk about redefining unfriggin' believable. A Halo Infinite player recently went 100-0 during an impressive spree of free-for-all matches in 343 Industries' popular multiplayer shooter. Remy Mint Blintz, an Australia-based Halo content creator who streams on YouTube and Twitch, has made a name for himself as a creative, boundary-pushing player. You may recognize Blitz as the dude who pinpointed a Halo Infinite campaign exploit before the game even came out that allows you to fly across the map. But most recently, he posted a compilation of a 100 victory spree on YouTube. It is absolutely bananas and well worth checking out. And we won't watch the video entirely because I do want people to go to his YouTube. It is Mint Blitz. You can check him out on YouTube. Remy Mint Blitz, okay? But we're going to go ahead and see some of this. Initially started out as 50. Damn, this is sick. Okay. So let's just watch some of his gameplay. Now, I'm going to just tell y'all this. I'm going to tell y'all some pro plays right here. My man, just for y'all that don't know Halo, let me explain to y'all. My man is so good at knowing where people at. He bounced a grenade off the floor. I don't think y'all spotted that early on, knowing that the damage from the explosion is just enough he needs for a couple shots to take him out. That is a pro move. That's too pro. Now watch. Grenade ground, blows up and hits him. Couple shots. Grenade, shots to blow up, takes a little explosion, kills him. Those are pro plays. Throws a plasma, one shot, kills him because the plasma shoots and hits him with the grenade. Like, these plays are sick. What? Yo, I don't even know if we should watch. Did he just jump over dude? And we're not watching that again. We're not. He's too good. Go watch the video Mint Blitz. Shout out him. I'm not even, matter of fact, we're not even going to do, I don't want to do the whole video. I just want to really show what you're doing. Quick draw. Look at that. Yo, his accuracy is pinpoint. Bam, turned around, reload, throws, stuck him. Yeah, and you know what? People don't understand about choking. Choking is a real thing, man. Damn, look at 3 kills just like that. Damn. Yo, my man said he went a total of 105. So he actually went more than 100, but who cares about the 105, right? We only care about up to 100, like, unless you're hitting 200. This dude is no joke. Oh my God, I'm done. So, winning 100 games straight was incredibly stressful, Blitz said in the video. I had my friends when I was reaching the 90s say, oh, don't choke on 100. There was unfortunately one hiccup. As he was up by 10 kills, his PC froze mid-match right as he was about to score the final point. But let's be fair, he gets a hall pass. Anybody where your PC freezes or something like that, you do get a pass for that. That doesn't count against you. I would say it doesn't. So, I can tell you this guy did 100, and if you don't believe it's hard, try it for your damn self. I know people who are in Diamond, which I think is like right before the top 1. And trust me, they have won like 5 straight, and they're going, yo, that's big. This dude did 100 straight. 100 straight. Do you know how many things can go wrong in 100 matches straight? I cannot express that over and over again. This man should be considered goated. Already 100 straight. He's goated. We don't need to hear anything about anything else. My man Remy Mint Blitz. Check him out. Australia Halo content creator. My man is killing it. Shout out to you. I gave kudos to your YouTube. I gave you the bomb. I don't want to hear you talking about you playing my video and then you try to strike me down and all that. I done gave you all your props, told people to go watch your video and everything. And I didn't play your entire video, so if they can watch it, they can go there. Did everything I was supposed to do. You really can't say much, okay? But no, shout out to him. That is major. You know what I'm saying? That's super major to be able to do that. All right, so let's go ahead and move on, as I always do. Not going to hold it up, okay? Because we almost there already. I like how we moving along, okay? Bam. This one right here is pretty funny. Excuse me. And the reason I want to say this one's pretty funny, this was sent across my desk from one person, I should say, specifically that you guys know quite often, comes here quite often. My man, Shane Cockburn, sent me this. And you know what? I then looked it up. I then found some other articles as well about it. So I knew it was legit. It was straight. So, Shane, thank you for sending this to me, my man, Mr. Cockburn, as always. But Nintendo wins an order to block access to Switch ROM sites in the UK. Damn, say it ain't so. Now, first of all, I just want to give a couple things before I dive into all the messiness. First, you stopping them from accessing ROM sites, it's not going to change much. To be honest, they'll go to a VPN. They'll access it. They'll still download it. Okay, and I understand that's an extra step. They can't just access the ROM site. But guess what? There is shops. I'm sure they can access some shop and still get the games. Like there's so many ways they can get the games. And with Google Drive being one of the popular ways the games are being given out, I don't see it stopping them. As long as they get the link to the Google Drive, that's all they need. So, now with that being said, Nintendo is really, really pissed about the Nintendo Switch being hacked. They pissed, y'all. Like, I knew they were pissed. I knew they were pissed when they were flagging my channel. I knew they were pissed when people had their channels taken. I knew they were pissed when they put me on punishment for the SX Core video. I knew they were pissed when Mario was knocking at my door. I knew they were pissed at a lot of different times. But they have now went after Team Executor, right? Make the mod chip and everything like that. They went after the modders, the people who were installing the chips. They went after the people who are selling the chips. They went after the ROM sites who were selling all their older games. Okay. They went after makers of a Joy-Con, okay, who were doing it for a fundraiser for a good cause. They went after them. Like, shall I go on about the different things that, and that's off the top of my head, that Nintendo has went after just in 2021, okay, over this, just in 2021. Well, guess what? Nintendo just won an order to stop the ROM sites in UK. And Nintendo's happy. I'm sure Nintendo's like, yes, oh my goodness, we get to stop Shane Cockburn from accessing these piracy websites. I'm sure it was all about Shane Cockburn. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull up. Let's get straight to the article. So, no, I don't want to. Nintendo wins order to block access to Switch ROM sites in the UK. Nintendo is cracking down on Nintendo Switch piracy, this time going after specific ROM sites providing links to Switch game downloads. This time around, Nintendo obtained a high court injunction here in the UK, forcing ISPs to actively block access to certain ROM sites. So if the ISPs, your popular ISPs, like here, popular one is going to be Comcast. So they set Comcast to block certain things, and guess what? Everybody's blocked. All right. Previously, the UK High Court has provided injunctions for copyright holders against pirate sites like the Pirate Bay and other torrent sites, which are blocked automatically by major UK ISPs, Sky, Virgin Media, BT, TalkTalk, and others. The latest injunction, though, was granted on behalf of Nintendo and will see the NSW2U and NSW ROM branded websites blocked for at least 2 years in the UK.
Don't lose your way. Your mind.
Don't lose your way, y'all. Be okay. You'll be okay. Don't lose your way. I know. Do not lose your way. It will be okay. As reported by Torrent Freak, Nintendo requested the website blocking order in early December, calling on BTEE, PlusNet, Sky, TalkTalk, and Virgin Media to block customers from accessing 5 domains carrying NSW2U and NSW-ROM branding. According to Nintendo, these domains offered a good number of pirated Switch ROMs, including some of its major first-party releases. Yo, why don't they? Oh my goodness. Animal Crossing, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and so on. These ROM sites would generate revenue through various third-party advertisement services, some of which included ads for adult content, which Nintendo does not want to be associated with. Now, that's understandable. Nintendo lawyers also made efforts to have social media pages for these ROM sites taken down, but all the sites still remain in operation, leading to the request to have these ISPs block in the UK. So first they tried to take the shit down, and they couldn't get it taken down, so they just had to block it in the UK. Kid Guru says even with ISP blocks in place, there are still ways around this, and the sites are reportedly still operating. Nintendo will have to uncover the site's owner's identity and file a lawsuit to get them taken down for good. I called that before they even went into that. Like, that's the obvious. For those who don't know, the Switch modding scene is actually, to some people, probably the best modding scene ever. And I could testify it is a great modding scene. Not just, we can talk about people being toxic, because some of the people are toxic, let's be honest with that. But what I mean is that the different things that you can do with your Nintendo Switch it's great. It's still great. It continues to grow. We continue to see great application developers developing these applications. But Nintendo don't like this. They want to stop you downloading these games any way possible. And if they can't take down the website, the next best thing, I think, and I have to agree with them, is to go ahead and take down the ISP. Say, hey, we want you to block these. If you don't block them, we'll say that you're contributing to this. The ISPs are then forced, or they can face a possible lawsuit. ISPs are not going to take a chance of facing a lawsuit over your dumbass stuff. Okay, and by the way, remember I mentioned those advertisements? Like, how much do they get paid for ads for one of these games? Like, please let me know. You're clicking through 20 ads and then you download a game. Like, each time you download a game, they're making $3.20 for each time. Like, how does that work? I need to know that. But anyways, I just want to say, for all those that are modding, playing any modded systems, shout out to you. Please keep in contact with short groups, use Discord, keep that information amongst each other. The more public that information gets, the easier it is to shut down. So, UK, I'm sure they'll be working around this. It's no biggie, but yeah, you know what's happening. Nintendo's coming for that ass. Okay, let's go ahead and I want to get to chat. I want to make sure I ain't missing nothing in chat, okay? Because y'all some wild boys in chat. I will say that. And I see PS4 9.0 is growing. I will say that PS4 9.0 is growing like crazy. Everybody is now talking about, PS4 being able to play all the games, the latest games for the PlayStation 4, which is a plus. So you will see PlayStation 4. The thing is, we haven't seen a lot of homebrew software within the community. And I think we might be seeing more of that. We might be seeing more of that soon to come. Okay. But 9.0 going strong, as we see, my man Joe. I know 9.0 is going super strong. I can't blame you. It's like the ish everywhere. Okay. So we will go ahead and move on to the last thing. This one's gonna be very quick. I'm not gonna waste too much of your time on this because a couple reasons. One, I never really gave a shit about Logan Paul. I'm gonna be honest. I will say, now that Logan Paul and Jake Paul have been boxing, I now have interest in what goes on with them. I really could care less before. I actually watch boxing, love the sport of boxing. I love the sport of UFC. I believe mixed martial arts is beautiful. And, I give him his props. He's in there boxing. He's knocking out these old retired UFC fighters. He wants to fight prize fighters and make more money. Like, more kudos to Logan Paul. But this right here pissed a lot of people off, man. Like, I ain't think Logan Paul can piss people off like this. Now, me, myself, I always think, anybody can do anything they want with their money. Like, if somebody right now wanted to buy 20 PlayStation 5s and encase them in clay and hang it up on their wall, yes, you can be pissed. You can be like, oh man, all those PlayStation 5s going to waste. Oh man, he's got 30 80s hanging on the wall that he's just wrapped up in something. Yeah, might not be shit, to him, but it's terrible for you. He has the money to do it. He can pay for it. You can't blame him. He's probably the person paying the scalpers to get these. So don't be mad at him for getting that. Just understand that he has the money, so he can do whatever he wants with his systems. Do not look bad at that. But this was big news, dude. Like, people really do not like Logan Paul. Like, I thought it was like, oh, he has this crazy fan base and everybody loves Logan Paul. No, people really hate this dude. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he has stalkers out his house trying to get him. You know what I mean? So, I want to go ahead and actually show you guys the table. I do want to take a look into how it was made. And I hope he has the Twitter or the TikTok here. I'm sure he does. So let's go ahead and pull it up. Like I said, we're not going to be long on this one because I'm not going to take too long. But Logan Paul took 15 Game Boy Color consoles and turned them into a geeky epoxy resin table. Damn. Look at that. Like nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. And look at all those Game Boy colors. I'm not going to lie. Those Game Boy colors look beautiful, man. They look gorgeous. Like, they look so good. I'm not even going to hate. But anyways, YouTuber Logan Paul has been known for some crazy stunts, but his latest project might have angered Nintendo fans because he took 15 Game Boy Color consoles and turned them into an epoxy resin table, complete with metal Pokemon frame to prevent edge wear. There's no mention of these handhelds were previously working, though. But should they all be non-functional? It's a creative way to repurpose them. Read more for a video of him making a table. Now, we're not going to go too much in the table, but we got the Twitter thing right here. So, first epoxy resin project, Game Boy colors in a metal Pokemon frame, made a nice little tabletop. Shout out to Logan Paul. Guys, follow Logan Paul if you don't. I don't follow Logan Paul, but I'll probably start. My man is entertaining after watching a couple different videos of his after I seen him boxing. So, let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Damn. Yo, this is gorgeously done. I will say this is gorgeously done. He's doing a great job, man. I can't even hate. Looked like he had some help right there, but damn, that looked nice, man. That looked nice. Now, one thing I want to tell people, and just so people understand, we will look at the lights in a second. I want people to really understand this with putting things together and having money. When you have absurd amounts of money, you start coming up with things to do. Logan Paul made the table. Do you know he could have paid someone to make that table? Very simply. He could have paid someone. When you have enough money and money's not the problem, you start finding real purpose in life. I try to tell people that all the time. When money's no longer an issue, when you got all the money, when you can buy everything you need, when you got everything you want, and you got everything when it comes to money side, you start really finding purpose. You start really finding your drive. You start really finding out who you are as a person. That is something I always said. And this shows a lot to me about him. I gained a lot of respect for him because being rich as hell, having all the money you want, I mean, having boxing matches, making millions at a time, he would rather say, hey, even though I'm buying all these Game Boy Colors, yeah, I know, but I'm going to make the table myself. I have to give kudos to that. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at it. One more time. Let's put it big. We got to do that one more time. Oh, damn. That looked nice, man. That looked nice. I can't even hate. Not all of these were the standard Game Boy Color consoles, as there were a few collectible versions thrown in. I did see that. Like the Pikachu edition, first released in 98, the GBC boasted a color screen instead of monochrome, but features the same custom 8-bit processor made by Sharp that is considered a hybrid between the Intel 8080 and the Zilog Z80 from its predecessor. Damn. And we ain't gonna go. That's enough. I don't think we got nothing else. But I will say, shout out to my man, Logan Paul. I'm going to go ahead and give you... And Sage, I see you, Sage. I see you out there. Good to see you stopping by. My man, Sage, holla at you. Okay, he should have wired them up to have them turned on and playing different. Oh, man, yo, that would have been sick. If he had a way to have them all plugged up and to have them all go to like one charger port outside the table to where he can plug that one in and they all still turn on. Oh, stop, man. Magnus, why you had to say that, Magnus? Oh, my goodness. Woo, that's fire. That's crazy. Don't forget to appreciate that, Magnus. MoFam in the house. And Kyle, my man Kyle, yo, hold up. Now, I am going to go ahead and put this in the chat as always. I'm going to chat for a little bit. We real late. Okay, so I'm not going to be long as I usually do as I be talking. But if anybody wants to go ahead and chat, because I will run my mouth for a bit if you do not. But yo, I'm surprised myself that he made the table. A lot of people think like, oh, well, he has tons of money. That's nothing. Haha. Yo, if you got tons of money, do you know what type of energy you have to get up and work out? Do you know what type of energy you have to have the drive to want to learn how to do make certain things or change certain things? Like, it takes a lot for that. So anyways, let's go ahead and get to the bam. Let's pull them on here. And I'm going to pull them up both sides. It might take a little second. Bam. We're going to get on. Hold on. That is my man, Joe. Joe, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. As always, man, good to see you. Yo, did you work today, man? What's up?
Oh, yes, I did. I got done early today because we're closed Monday. So Monday I just do the deep cleaning and organization. So I got to go home. So wonderful.
Nice. Okay, that's good, man. You the hardest working man on and off the internet. Okay, because I see you out there. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be coming out there and we'll set that up. But Joe, we gonna run through it, man. I know I got so much I talked about. All right, but I want to ask you, Joe, about a couple things. First off, arcades, man. Joe, I want to ask you about arcades, man. I know you know about arcades, being from that era of walking to the local store and having an arcade game there where everybody was playing it. How was arcades to you back then? Was it as big as a thing as it is now? Is it coming back? What is going on with arcades?
Definitely a sanctuary. Back in the day when I was a kid, all I had was Sega Genesis. Couldn't afford to get anything else, so I went to the arcades. My first arcade machine was in a supermarket. I forget the name of it. We were living in Arizona at the time. Was an MVS Neo Geo Red box. You could play Metal Slug on there. It was the shit. I died playing it. I'm like, the graphics were amazing. The gameplay was amazing. And my dad worked in a mall, in a bakery, and they had a standalone arcade, and the thing was gigantic. They had all these games I've never even seen before, even heard of. I'm like, oh my god. You would get a card, and you can also like keep track of your points and stuff like that. This was like, I guess, it was fucking amazing. Now the arcades are like the shitty ones in the mall that have the broken machines. Like, there's 10 arcade machines and only 2 of them work.
Talk to him now. You're right, Joe, especially about the point of keeping track of everything and how it was going there, saving grace. What do you know about arcades today? Have you been to an arcade today, like a Dave and Buster's or a modern day arcade? And how are they? Are they fun to you? How do they feel to you?
I've never been to a Dave and Buster's. I've been to some mom and pop arcades in the mall, and they're okay. It's like, it's not like nostalgic like it used to be, because those people are gone. The high scorers, the really hardcore, players. Like, oh, that's Bob. He hasn't left the machine, in 4 years. He's still here. His footprints are in the ground.
Yeah.
Only a size 12 can play that game because his footprints are in the ground. It changed a lot because technology has ruined everything. I'm really an advocate for technology. I even tell this to my coworkers at the restaurant. I'm like, technology's ruined everything. Now, Mark's trying to get everybody, in the Facebook virtual reality world and shit. It's going to be little wee heads all over the place soon.
Oh, man. So, Joe, do you think there's anything that can be done to bring arcades back? Is there something there that we have not done that can possibly be done in an arcade that you cannot typically see done in a home? Is there anything, right?
I would guess, like what you were saying, is if we can do something really cool with virtual reality, like really do the VR, like hardcore mode, like almost realistic mode, yeah, that would happen, but it won't happen. The biggest and fastest arcade machine was the Naomi board. The Naomi board was a from Sega. Sega made it. It was the processor, or the big brother of the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast was very powerful back in the day. The only thing more powerful than the Dreamcast was the Naomi board. Naomi board was used in a lot of arcades to do the virtual fighting games and to do Crazy Taxi. Those boards were the shit back then. Fastest boards, and they were the last boards. And if you want to buy those boards now, they're like $2,000. They're very expensive, the Naomis.
Nah, you hit it to the T with technology, man. I remember playing one of those games with all the Neo Geo games, like you mentioned. You know what I mean? It had 4, 5 different titles on them. And back at that time, Neo Geo system was $600. A game was $200. You could actually experience a game in an arcade for 50 cents. So it made sense to go to an arcade.
Also, another thing is, I don't think the arcades are going to come back, because you see all these one-up tables, like those little crappy tables, and you see some other tables. So the people would say, why should I go to an arcade? Unless you're playing on original arcade hardware, they have all these reproduction systems like the Terminator. Who cares? What was a really cool arcade machine was the Crazy Taxi. It was actually a little car you sat in and get to play Crazy Taxi. That was some wild shit. I remember seeing that back in the day. I'm like, wow, this is crazy, because they didn't have the technology back in the homes. That's what it was.
We did, and you're right. Those games, like I remember playing a tank game where you actually shot and the whole seat just shook back, and you felt like you were really in the tank. Like those games, I do believe we're still missing. But in Japan, the arcade scene is totally different. Still, just like you walk into it.
Places closed. I think Sega. It was like one of the Sega family members or whatever. Big arcade shut down. It was like one of the story buildings. I felt so bad. I'm like, the arcades are dying. Japan's number 1 for arcades. In USA, we don't care about that.
We're
more worried about the buffets.
No, I'm with you on that. We are like our buffets. I remember the first time, I see my first buffet shut down, and it was heartbreaking. It was like, oh man, that buffet, man, it hurt my heart. And then the Golden Corral opens up, and you're like, you feel different about some buffet. You're right. We're serious about our buffet. It's a different ball game over here. So, Joe, now Manga Piracy.
Definitely. I was just gonna say, like, look at the background here. That's all anime. I have too much
Yes.
over here, but I have a ton of anime. All my manga's packed. I got real quick story, then we'll go into your topic.
Yeah, let me hear it. Let me hear it.
I hit up a Goodwill, and I got about 400 manga and about 30 or 40 anime DVDs. I paid I think it was $400 for all that. Retail price would be probably $5,000. I almost died. I'm like, I got 2 shopping carts full of that shit. This was about 4 years ago. My dad's like, why the fuck did you spend all that money?
Yo, I can see that. What the hell are you doing? Oh, well, I could resell it if I want to,
Yeah.
Now, in Japan, they mentioned piracy. Do you have any idea how piracy works there? Is it a setup to where they go to these websites and it's just a website where they watch it? Is that kind of how it goes, or
What they do is they try to DDoS the site, and if that doesn't work, then they'll try to get the authorities involved in it. Like over here in the United States, we're really big. Back in the day, we were really big on the music piracy, mostly the music, but then we got the video. How we were back in the day about music piracy, that's how they are about the anime. They'll go after anybody in Japan with anime. Also, street vendors selling the bootleg DVDs or selling digital flash drives. You can actually convert a DVD image to a flash image on a flash drive, plug it into your DVD player, and the DVD player thinks it's actually a DVD, but it's not. And you can store all your data on there on video. And they're totally crazy about that. They'll go after you for anything. About a year ago, they took down Kiss Anime, one of the biggest pirated BitTorrents out there. I don't do BitTorrent. BitTorrents, for people that are cheap. Cyber lockers all the way.
I'm with you on that. I'm the same way. Man, I got so much. So Nintendo wins an order, man, in the UK. They stopping more sites, man. Is Nintendo going to stop? Is the Switch ever going to be something they look past? Or will we see ourselves going through another 2022 having Nintendo take down everything in relation to Switch, piracy, and homebrew?
I'm surprised Nintendo didn't take down that guy's table that he made. It was they'll go after everybody. Now, here's a quick little snippet. The NS2WU, however you pronounce that, I forget. That's one of the best sites for games. But here's the deal. The links aren't stored on their website. They're stored on OneFincher. OneFincher is a French website. Now, if let's say they shut down that website, that NS2W, doesn't matter. The content is still stored on OneFincher, so you can still get it. You would just need to cache out the website and get the links, then you can still download it. Because OneFincher and NS2W are totally two different entities. It's like Mega back in the day. You know how you make Mega.com for downloading stuff? It's just like that. It's a cyber locker. Cyber lockers don't track your IP address. That's why you pay the $10 a month.
Damn. And I have seen things like Soft Cobra, for instance, where you go to the website, you then have to go to the game, but then it gives you a key. You then have to go to another website to decode the key. Get a link to then go to the link. So you're right. It does seem like they set it up in a way to where it's different layers. So if you stop one layer, you have to stop this other layer. And as long as they still got the links to where everything resides.
The only way they can permanently shut down that website, the NS2WU, is that they shut down OneFincher. It's not going to happen though. OneFincher, they're in Finland, France, somewhere, wherever the hell they are. All they can do is just report the link, and they'll take it off the link. That's how it works. Like with Mega Upload back in the day. Oh, there's pirated material. Okay, no problem. We'll remove and close the guy's account. But they make it so easy you can keep reopening accounts that it's a never-ending door.
I'm with you on that. So Joe, I'm gonna do the last thing because, like I said, I know we late, man. So Hand massager. Tabletop hand massager, man. How you feel? Hey, are you in or out?
That's fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I bet you that's going to be like $200. It's gotta be. Why would the fuck would somebody buy that? I mean, are you that much of like a baby where, okay, here you go, little Bobby, you can put your hand in here when you get tired. If you need a snack, you call mommy, and mommy's going to make you a snack.
Yo, I can totally see somebody in there like, his parents are carrying his hand massager as he walks up and they hook it up. They plug it in the USB for him. They start it and he slides his hand in. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad.
Well, here's the deal. Not a lot of people know this. Windows 10 will break the update on that hand massager and probably break somebody's hand.
Yo, it'd be so funny. You plug it in, it's just, oh, we can't find the drivers. They're not Microsoft licensed. I'm sorry. You're
This
just
is not Microsoft recognized driver. Please contact the manufacturer.
Oh my goodness. Yo, my man Joe, any last words you gotta say before you out, my dude?
Like and subscribe, NickMoses05, and go on the Facebook page for some old ass tutorials. I'm sorry, I don't have time.
Yeah, we both been slack. We off, man. I know. We gonna get back to it, man. We'll get back to it. But Joe, I'm gonna holler at you later, my dude.
All right, love you guys.
I love you, man. Oh man, we gotta bring on the man of controversy right now. Okay, this man right here, my young OG, the young brain, main brain. If I had to compare you to someone, I would compare you to Crane on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back in the day. I don't know if you know about Crane and the brain in the middle. You're like the brain controlling the big machine. Okay? That's that. You're the mastermind.
More like the man destroying the machine.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I know I usually go on some weird spiel at the beginning of everyone, but I'm going to keep it simple today. Let's just flip my thing around. Here's my TV.
Nice.
Just going to hit a little button real quick, and hopefully, if I'm lucky, this will go quickly.
Let's see what we talking about. You always got something up your sleeve. I remember you talking about the Xbox 360. I remember you talking about
it's coming. We're not talking about it. We're showing it now.
I remember it. I remembered.
I gotta give a lot of thanks to Joe for getting this all set up. And there's Aurora.
Oh man, do you know the memories with Aurora, man? I remember having my dashboard set up. So, and we've all done it. Okay, where you're making sure you have the artwork for every single game. You want it to look all pretty, and you're like, you know what? I want to have different themes. So that way you can have your theme for your profile, and I can have my theme, and we could have totally different Xboxes. Now, let me ask. This is something I'm asking you. Have you gotten to the nitty-gritty stuff where the different boot images and sounds that you load up? Have you gotten to that yet?
The closest I've gotten is trying to get Linux running, and I wasn't able to get it running. I don't know why. It just wasn't detecting the Zell wasn't detecting the image. But yeah. If anything, Alk did this perfectly. Like when I got this, seriously, it was perfect. Only thing though, he didn't send me the NAND, but I found Homebrew to dump the NAND, so I was able to fuck around with it. And I think the DVD drive I don't have to kamikaze hack it, so. I might end up getting that. I'm not kamikazing that fucking drive. I swear to God, I will kill it. I will kill it quickly.
Yo, I wouldn't even let you do it, man. Like, that's one that's dead now. Like, I would not ever have anyone do that now. I would be like, stop right now, okay? Let's just go ahead and get your CPU key, man, and your DVD key. Let's get you a brand new drive, and we're just gonna place it in there. Okay, let's save you the time.
Not even that. Like I would just I looked on eBay. You can get PCBs for like $15.
I figured that. I haven't done it in a while, but I figured the PCBs are pretty cheap. You slap one of those on there and bam, flash it, and there you go. See, that's nice, man.
That's what a lot of people were saying was like it's kind of the unfortunate thing with it, where the easiest solution is you get a tower PC, you get a PCI or not PCI, a SATA power to Molex adapter, hook it up directly to your computer, buy a PCB, you flash that, and then you dump your DVD key, you get your new PCB, flash that, and you're good. But if you want to be ballsy, you try kamikaze, you fail it, and then you got to RGH your system to get your key, and it's like...
Oh, man, I've been there. I've been there, man. And I would
Oh,
tell you, one of the most difficult things I had to do, I do remember, is I was able to get different boot animations to come up, but I wanted to give an Xbox 360 to my son, and I wanted family videos. I had to specifically find a software that converted the videos to the specific file type that it plays during these animations, and it finally worked. I got the program somewhere, but that was probably one of the most difficult things I banged my head on, and it was all converting to a specific video file type. It was
oh,
just
and
so,
then the last thing is, since we're on the topic of this, just I got this done over the weekend.
case mods. Okay,
Got the clear system, hey.
I'm not gonna lie. That case mod to me is the best one. Like, I've always liked to see it, the see through. I think it's just hands down best. I don't think there's a better one. Now, whew, I got a lot to talk about, man. I don't know what to hit you with first. So, Desmond, let me ask you. This is for the younger generation. You're representing the younger guys. So, I want to talk to you about arcades. Because I came from the 90s, all right, where it was just old, smelly dudes, and you had these young kids walking up like myself, who were the young gunners coming up of today, who were going to prove that we were better in games, as you kids do today. But we were able to prove it right next to him. The guy was right there. So when you kicked his ass, he had to respect 9-year-old you. Seems like nowadays, with the trolling and everything going on and the way kids are now, you kids have no respect for the older crowd because we're not there in front of you. Who cares? I could literally say anything to you, and me being young, know that the internet, I will never see you. Is that kind of what happens with young kids? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, kind of. And I mean, like, I've been to Dave and Buster's, and I used to go to Chuck E. Cheese a lot
Okay.
as a kid. That was sort of my very young age experience at an arcade. And if you can even call it an arcade, which it is, but it's
It
got,
is.
it's
Yeah,
got
it
all that
is.
stuff there. But that was sort of where I would always go for stuff like that. And we had game consoles, but it was just, there's just something magical about that place. And nowadays, Dave and Buster's is just kind of the place I go, um, just for the hell of it, just because, hey, it's cool to be in, just cool to be with people, and doing stuff like that. I always go to Guitar Hero because that's just my pastime with going to places like that. And kind of going on what Joe was saying. I think really, if we want to keep arcades relevant, I agree with him fully. You got to do VR. Why were arcades so popular back in the days? For a multitude of reasons. One of them being game consoles weren't as huge as they are nowadays. Everyone probably has or has had a game console, whether that's an Xbox Series X right now, or a Switch, or even a 3DS, or hell, a PS Vita, because 5 people do in fact own those. You know, but not everyone has a VR headset, and Facebook might be changing that, but not everyone has a VR headset. You know, I live in not the smallest state in the country, but I live in a fairly small state. I would place bets that only maybe uh, 1/100th of a % of people have a VR headset here. I really do not think you'll have a good time finding people here with VR headsets. Period. Even the Quest 2. Um, so if you had a VR arcade, and if you had a VR arcade that was like, you know, Ready Player One levels of VR. You had like a full body tracking suit or something that you could put on, or hell, I've always had this sort of idea of like like Beat Saber, for instance. You could enter a room and maybe have like an AR glasses sort of thing on for the blocks coming to your face, and then have the
Talking
rest of
to me.
the rest of the room just be like a screen or something that's the environment or something like that. Just something ridiculous that really can sort of keep have like a VR experience no one can have, because that's what arcades were. They were the gaming experience and no one can have. And now, if anything, most arcades lag behind home consoles.
And you're preaching right now, and you hit to something that I'm glad you hit on. AR, augmented reality, is something that I seen for a glimpse, just a little bit, and I seen massive potential. Massive. Like, when I instantly put on a pair of those glasses, one of the demonstrations I got to see were these little holes we were given that you throw in these certain places, and then when it builds the map, it builds it in those or around the circles. So that made sense to me. I start thinking, damn, what if you had glasses when you're riding by a store to see what friends are in the store at the time? Or maybe you want to know what's in stock. Is that PlayStation 5 in stock? You ride by Best Buy and there's a 0 in stock right now. There's a like, will augmented reality be integrated into our lives? Do you think that's something we will see?
Yes, I question its adoption rate though, because the thing with VR, right, is at least part of my reason of why I'm not too terribly I mean, I'm not a fan of it being a Facebook headset, but why it doesn't bother me too terribly much is there comes a limit at what Facebook can do in terms of spying on you. If Facebook was literally had the cameras on right now and they were literally just sending a video feed to Facebook, there are so many kids with these headsets. The stuff they could be recording on accident would get them in so much
Mm,
shit. I am fairly confident that they would not be they would not want to have to go through the hassle of having to scrub footage like that.
yeah.
Um,
I
that
agree.
I don't think it's just casually looking at me. I know it's tracking a lot of other data though.
Yeah.
But what am I not doing with that headset? I don't wear it 24/7. I wear it for a couple hours to play some games, maybe watch a couple of crappy 360 YouTube videos, and then I'm done with it.
Yeah.
These AR glasses, though, because of the
Mm,
sort of the implicate, or since the technology use case for them would be, you know, take my headset off for a second, right? We're talking something like my normal glasses right here. We're
yeah.
you know, normal size, weigh about as much,
Yeah.
but it has all those features. And well, what can you if you're able to put screens in here that number one let me actually see properly, and I can see the rest of the world perfectly clearly, but also it has screens that are on my face and with tech that can process stuff like where I am, who's in a place. It has to ping everyone. It might have cellular tower or cellular radios in it and all that. What else
Mhm.
can all that do? It can track my every location. It can record my every location. It can see, right? Because that's something our phones can't do. Is it can
Yep.
track us, but it can't see what we're doing. Now we can see what we're doing. It can fake what we can't fake what we're doing, unlike with a
Yeah.
smartphone. And if we wanted to make some sort of third party operating system or whatever, you can root Android phones, put on a version of Android, and that won't really spy on you. If you're careful about what you install, you could put like Lineage OS on it and then use your browser for everything, wipe your browser every time you're done with it, and maybe the only app you ever install is like Signal for making your text and phone calls.
Yeah.
And then once you've done that, there you go. You're basically secure. You're not really getting tracked on your phone. I would be hard pressed to find a hacker that actually knows enough about whatever AR glasses come out that actually would be able to successfully make that. Same thing with the Oculus Quest right now. The problem we're dealing with is that sure you might be able to root it. Maybe some hacker will find a way to break it open and root it, but someone actually has to create a replacement VR operating system for it. And maybe that's just as simple as turning it into a PC VR headset. Like it's just something that immediately like loads into the Oculus Link application, but then maybe someone would need to make a PC version so you don't have to run it on your PC because that might even have worse implications than the headset itself. So it's like it's a lot more difficult to do something with something where we're not talking about what you throw on a given amount of pixels on a screen. We're talking creating an entire world. That's a hell of a job.
Mm, that's a hell of a job. And I'm glad you went in depth with it. And the reason I asked that because R3 was something that I had two other gentlemen. We went into a business opportunity where we were going to proceed with this. We were actually going to do an arcade that was going to be based on augmented reality. We actually had technology. Okay. It was going to be licensed specifically for us within the tri state area. So anybody outside the tri state area could definitely use it. We had so many things like that. I've seen the technology, the maker of the technology. We've seen other arcades. COVID happened. Now, one of the things that I think, which I think it was a blessing in disguise, to be honest, because if we would have started the business and COVID happened, we're shit out of luck. So it happened at the perfect time, before money got involved and everything like that. But one of the things that they pitched to us was they actually shown the tournaments for the augmented reality. And you did get to see the glasses, you did get to see the real life, but you get to see like the additionals. Now, if I'm AR and we're on the playing field, I turn to you, you look like the enemy. you look like this. I can kind of see things coming at me. I can see fireballs. I can move. And it does feel a bit real, but I will be honest. In a sense, it was kind of like, I know this is fake. So I agree with you in the virtual reality. That's one thing I agree with VR. VR, you do put it on, you have a sense of realism, even knowing you're in the environment. And I think even with AR, even having that on, knowing that I'm in this room, knowing that I just still have the sense of this is not real. In VR, there have been times where I say they literally mastered the realism on this. So I agree with you. I have to agree with you on that, Dead Specimen. Now, Dead Specimen, as always, I'm gonna make it short because we're on late. Like, how the hell did I come on late? But I literally got in town at about 6 o'clock. So it wasn't gonna go on time anyway. I'm like, oh shit, get the stuff together. Oh my God. So we did get on, man. Glad we stuck around. Any last words you gotta say
Can we do
before
one
we
last
out?
thing real quick? Can we do one last one real quick?
Take it.
Can we? I just gotta. I don't know how you want to ask about this, but the whole, that beautiful Switch website,
That beautiful Switch website. Yo, I was gonna say, are you gonna pull it up? Can you turn the screen around and show us this
Well,
beautiful?
I was gonna, but it's dead.
Okay. There is a beautiful Switch website, and I wish, what's so funny? Gosh, please let mine be alive, please. Oh God, damn it! Oh God, it's dead too.
Dead
Man.
too.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
I got the auto RCM, so I can't even show you it's dead. It's just
Yeah,
dead.
damn it. Okay. Well, we know that wonderful website. And so what about these UK people? Let me just ask before you go. These UK people, how do you feel about them losing the website? Does it even matter?
DM me, I'll give you my NordVPN password. I'm
That's
kidding. It's not
literally
even mine.
it. I mean, seriously, that is literally it.
Not
Like, I
even
don't
that.
even see
Just get a crappy free VPN. Go to the because it's gonna spy on you, but get a crappy free VPN, or hell, even a browser. Download a separate browser. Download the Chromium browser, like not Chrome, it's the open source Chromium browser. Throw on Hola VPN. Okay, it's a free VPN. They sell all your data, but then go to the website. All right, find your download link. And then turn it off, delete it, and download your game. There you go, you're done. Because like
Yo,
Joe said,
it
it's
is literally that simple, man. That's what's so funny.
on, it's hosted on torrents.
Yeah, if it's hosted on torrents, it's a wrap. It's done. Oh my goodness, my man, Dead Specimen. As always, my dude, love having you on, man. We got to do the video game. This is a new year, man. I got to turn this shit up right, man. I'm slacking. The video game debates. I actually, you know what? I need to speak to you separately. I want to do the Steam Deck debate. I want the Steam Deck debate, man. I want the Steam Deck debate right away. So we will talk. Dead Specimen, my dude. I'ma holla at you later, my dude.
See ya.
Later. And that's my man. Yo, everybody who tuned in, thank you. We are on hella late. Okay. We're going to do the video game debates episodes. I got to do it. We got enough that we talk about already. Shit. Why can't we just cut the camera on and do it? Yo, it's your boy, NickMoses05. MoFam, we are out.